What's up guys, 360 Beyblade here, and today I'm coming at you guys with a pretty different unboxing. This is completely unrelated to Beyblade at all, but in front of you guys, I have the 25th Anniversary Duel Disc that is supposedly a replica of the original one that came out in the early 2000s. I actually got this on clearance, and I'm pretty stoked to have it because they're pretty expensive, especially the original ones. So basically what this is it's the original dual disc from the original Yu-Gi-Oh! Duel Monsters series. You hold your deck in here, you got your graveyard, and then 5 zones, and of course you got spell and trap card zones, and your field spell zone, supposedly. So the front of the box, we can see everything that it comes with. You got a little holder to go on the back of it, so you would kind of rest your arm in it. Does come with batteries. It takes 3 LR44 batteries, so we will put those in when we open it. Going to the back of the box, we can see that this has 2 modes, just like in the show. We've got standby mode, which is when it's separated, and then dual mode. We can also see that it has little lights in it for the life point counter, and then there's a little instruction on top as to how to change it from standby mode to dual mode. But that is pretty much going to do it for the box. And without further ado, let's open this up and start sending people to the Shadow Realm. Alrighty, so we finally got it opened up, and now we're just going to quickly kind of go over it. So starting with the core, we've got in dual mode right now, but the core essentially consists of your deck spot, your graveyard, and then your life point counter. There's also some lights on it, which I'll get to in a little bit. So starting with the little deck holder, as you guys can see, we've got a couple cards here, and you can really only hold cards that aren't sleeved, so definitely don't be using your best and most expensive cards when it comes to using this. This is definitely just kind of a, oh, look what I have, don't be taking this to a tournament. Graveyard, kind of the same thing. My only kind of pet peeve with it is that the graveyard is significantly smaller as opposed to where you hold your deck. And in today's era of Yu-Gi-Oh!, you're sending cards to your graveyard like on the first turn, and you're sending a lot of them. So the graveyard being this small, not all that great. And then you just kind of close it up. You can open and close it. You can take the cards out. And then to kind of finish up the core, we have the life point counter. So this basically has 4 buttons on it, and on it you do have some numbers, like little rolls that with numbers on them, and you can change what your life points are. So if you press this 4th button, or this button right here, it's the 4th for me, probably the 1st for you guys because the angles are reversed, you'll notice that your little life point meter lights up, and then these other buttons are used to change your life points. You guys probably can't see that. I'll probably actually show it to you if I just get in real close. I don't know. You guys see that? Kind of. Okay, but yeah, there are your life points, and then just by pressing the buttons, you can see the numbers are changing. And then it also has these lights, which I'll show you what you need to do in order to get these to go off, but a little bit later. So now we have the little dual field on it. So one thing to notice right off the bat is, of course, the cards cannot be put in with sleeves. It's kind of the same thing. You can fit your cards in. This is how you would summon your monsters in attack mode, and then for defense, you put them in like this. But then one thing that is a bit different for this from the original and just from the show in general is that spell and trap cards go into the dual disc like this, and it's definitely a really tight fit, so you're definitely going to damage your cards. And then probably one of the biggest differences between the original and this new one is that there's supposed to be a field spell holder right here, and there's not. Like, you can't pull it out. The original would have had a little slot that you would open, put your field spell in, and then close it shut. This doesn't have it. So that is pretty much going to do it for everything that this does, except for the bottom side. So I'm quickly just going to move it to standby mode, make sure the deck doesn't fall out. And then we'll just go to the back side. This one seems to be a little tough to deal with because it keeps wanting to transform when I'm not even activating it. Just like that. And basically, how you would activate it is you would just move this little tab here. And of course, or it's just going to keep doing that. So let's just try. Let's see if I can get it. You just move this tab, and then you'll enter dual mode, and you'll notice that these lights just went on when you turned it to dual mode, and then the life point meter turned as well. So overall, I think this is a pretty cool product, but definitely glad I got it on clearance because this one seems to be defective somewhat because I can't seem to keep this in standby mode. Stop. Okay, there we go. Alright, so that is pretty much going to do it for this unboxing of the Yu-Gi-Oh! 25th Anniversary Dual Disc Replica. Let me know what your thoughts of this are in the comments below, and if you actually have one. These seem to be pretty hard to find, so I'm definitely grateful to at least have it, even though it's defective. But that's pretty much all I have for now. Until next time, I'm 360 Beyblade, and keep on blading.